Hello, everybody. It's Matt, and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. And today I gave you your brief synopsis, starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I watched, a link for a trailer, a link for where you can watch it for free, and if you decide you can, there's a link for where you can purchase it. And then last but not least, if you decide, you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's was a very interesting one. It ran at about an hour and 20 minutes, and that's including credits. It is directed by Michael, I forget your last name, Michael Anderson, I believe is what it was, but Michael Wade, I do remember that. But anyways, it is starring both Joe DeBartolo and Portia Shellilynn, I believe is how it's pronounced. I'm just going to refer to her as Portia. But Joe and Portia do a great job in here, have great chemistry. And then let's see what I say. Runs at an hour and 20 minutes, not rated. The link for the trailer in the movie are both YouTube. I believe it might be available on Tubi as well. I just gave you the YouTube link because that's where I watched it at. And it's a direct link to anything else that they've ever made. So you can always check out their entire filmography while you're there. It is under Faux Pas Films. Now, exactly what is this movie called? It is the Cellar Secret. It was 2016. Let's see what happens. The first act, it starts out with a loving older couple that are having the time of their lives. No children yet. Too old to really have them at this point. The wife the wife ends up getting knocked up one time, and she gets very sick, and she ends up passing away in the labor. The husband does everything he can to take care of the daughter. Years go by, and you get to see Joe DeBartolo playing the father. Play a really good character in this. I believe that he did a very well job, I want to say. But I want to point out to the fact that he is a super religious person in this movie, and everything that he does revolves around the good book. So he thinks everything that he is doing is good. Eventually, throughout the years, Portia, when she gets older, teenage years, she's almost 18. She starts getting into boys, and she's talking to a boy online. Joe finds out about it, has a mental breakdown of such, and this is during the second act, and then he takes her and puts her in the cellar and chains her up to the point to where she can no longer get out or leave or any of that kind of thing. She has her movements extremely restricted. She is basically forced to stand the entire time. It's pretty messed up stuff. And then eventually it moves on even more messed up, because all the while he is doing this, he is spouting off his religious rhetoric that he is spewing throughout this entire film. He begins to do really bad things to the daughter. Eventually, she gets pregnant, and 15 years later, by the way, after he's had her down in the cellar for 15 years, she eventually gets pregnant, and then she's eventually found. I'm not going to give away anything else about the movie. I want you guys to watch it. On to the three things that I love my movies to me. First is audio. The audio is very good in this. There's no moments where I never understand what a character is saying. It comes out very smooth. It's a very nice audio job on this. I feel like they got it down perfect for this on the audio, so I'm gonna give it an A+. Now on to dialogue. The dialogue is very interesting. This movie, for being 8 years old, its dialogue is somewhat dated, especially the religious stuff. A lot of people aren't super religious nowadays, and that's their own thing. I no judgment here, but it flows very smoothly, in my opinion, the dialogue. It really helps that both Joe and Portia have great chemistry. And then the wife, Shellilynn, she had a great little part in here. The only character in this entire movie that I thought their dialogue or just overall character sucked was the police detective. I was just not feeling that dude. That dude was just the only thing about the movie that was unbelievable was him. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I'm going to give it an A on dialogue anyway. So on to the third thing, which is editing. The editing is very fine in here as well. Keeps a steady momentum, never loses its pacing. Always is moving forward and never stops to go to a different direction. That makes no sense. I feel like this one ran at a great time. There was no continuity errors due to editing. There was no anything bad editing wise. I felt like it was very smooth. So I'm going to give it another A. On to my final score of 1 through 5. This is going to get a 4 out of 5. It could have been better. It could be worse. It's not a bad movie at all. It's one that I feel like a lot of my viewers could check out and like it. From the underground to the independent to the people who like these kinds of films, films with women in peril. I think a lot of this one covers a wide variety of people that this one could reach out and people could like. So I hope you guys check out Cellar Secret. It is well worth your try. Give Faux Pas Films a shot as well. I've reviewed 2 films from them now, and I've loved both of them. All right, guys, love your faces. Can't wait to get out of here, or can't wait to see you on Saturday. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Sorry, I'm a little tired today, so I'm stumbling over my words, but that's okay. I love your faces.